Hey, say there. Got a little project today. I gotta go figure out why my little old Dodge Dakota pickup truck is shaking. Hopefully it'll be something simple and get her fixed. That way the wife can drive it to work tomorrow and I can work on her little Mercedes. So let's take this old Dakota for a little spin. Okay, I'm trying to get this thing to wobble. I'm just tooling through a town. I'd be going about 35. See the wobble in the steering wheel? I'll take it in my shop and I will jack it up and I'll check if I can find the wobble. Like I said, if it's in the steering wheel, then it's in the front end. It could be a tire, it could be a rim, it could be a warped rotor. If it's in the body, then it's in the rear end or the drivetrain. All right, I got the little pickup truck on jack stands so the front end is hanging loose. So we are going to start checking things and see what we can find is wrong. First thing I want to do is I want to find out how old these tires are. Should be this one right here. 0314. Third week of 2014. This is the 11th month of 2019. So those are very close to being 6 years old. Let's look at the back tire. I did buy 2 tires new when I bought this truck last year. And there we go. There's the DOT number. It's actually 16 of 18. It's upside down. So I'm gonna check my front end out somewhat. Check my wheel bearings. I'm grabbing underneath the bottom of the tire and on the top. I'm gonna pull the bottom out and push the top in. Then I'm gonna push the bottom in and pull the top out. Give it a jiggle. I'm checking my wheel bearings. They're good. She spins around real nicely. Now I'm gonna do the same thing that I did to the top and bottom from side to side. And I'm just feeling for play and slop. It's steering turning, but there's no looseness in there. I'd be checking my tie rod ends. They attach to the spindle and attached to the rack and pinion. Next thing I'll do is I'll take a couple blocks, set them like so. Take a couple blocks and set them like so. Take a pry bar up underneath the tire and I'm going to push down on the handle, which will raise on the tire. And I'm going to look for slop in my lower ball joint right there. Feels good. Keep in mind, the way this truck is supported, this is my lower control arm. Right here's my spring. The top part of my spring is basically supported by the frame with this weldment right here. So the lower control arm and the spring and the upper weldment are what hold the truck off the ground. The upper control arm right here basically just supports the top of the steering knuckle. So it doesn't hold the weight of the truck. It supports the top of the steering knuckle, and at the end where the control arm attaches up in there to the frame is the way you can adjust the caster and camber on the front end. So basically it's there to support it and adjust it. I'm gonna pry up on this upper ball joint, try to look for some sort of play. And when right now I just pried up on the control arm with no play, and we'll push up on the tire and look for play in the same spot on the upper ball joint. Everything looks tight. And I'll have to do the same thing over to the passenger side. When I'm inspecting a tire, and this is actually something I find myself doing on the side of the road or in a parking lot whenever I feel something odd on my car, feel a vibration or something, I'll take my hand and I just run my hand across the circumference of the tire. And of course, if I'm parked in a parking lot, I won't be able to go do the bottom. If I feel like going real crazy about it, I'll go ahead and move the car, make sure that little bit underneath, you know, on the bottom is good. But most of the time I just play the odds. If it's good all the way around, just where I can feel it's probably good everywhere. Anyways, I'm feeling for it to be flat. No indentations, no bumps, which would indicate tread separation. No unevenness going across, which would indicate toe being off and causing a wavy pattern on top. No uneven wear to where perhaps on the inside it's wore out, on the outside it's wore out more, which would be indication of camber being out. And if I want to, if I can reach far enough back, I'll reach behind there and kind of run my fingers along the back. I am feeling for any unevenness. Bulges, which could be separating of cord. The tires feel good. Next thing I'll do is I'll spin the tire just looking at it, looking for any kind of wobble. Distinguishing between this dark spot right here, which makes it look like it's warped. You'll see that dark spot spin around. Just focus on something in the background. You can see a table or the woods back there or something in the background, and just get a point there to look at and just watch for any kind of, basically it's okay. The darkness of the tire, the unevenness of the dirt is kind of being deceptive. And I do that to the inside. And what you can do there is you just take yourself a board. I'll take this board here and I'll move it within maybe a quarter inch or so of the tire, and then I will spin it and I'll just look for that tire, keeping the same distance from that board, which for the most part it is. Might be a little bit off, but for the most part it's good. And this is the last check I'm going to do. I'm going to set these boards here and just get a little space between the tire and the board. Now I'm going to spin the tire and I'm going to observe the distance between the tire and the board. Kind of hard to do. Right there looks good. I don't know if you see it, but there is a noticeable difference. You'll see it getting away from the board by a little bit. Okay. So I believe the driver's side tire is out of round, and it's giving me a low speed wobble. You get your speed up and that wobble just kind of works itself out. Okay, I checked the rear tires. I can't find nothing wrong with the rear tires. Well, I had the car off the ground. I checked the tranny oil just because I haven't checked it in a long time, and it was good. And I checked the rear end, and it was good. So I'm gonna go get myself some new tires on the front end. Now I'll check in with you, and hopefully I'm gonna tell you that my vibration is gone. I got new tires on her, and she's running pretty smooth. Let me show you. She's running real smooth. You baby, that's great. No wobble whatsoever. Smooth, very smooth. Tires had a lot of tread left on them, but they're almost 6 years old, and this truck sat for years, and sitting's not good for tires because they'll get a flat spot built into them. A lot of times you can drive around and that flat spot will work its way out, but perhaps they never worked out. But she's very smooth. I'm tickled to death, so I'm going to pry my wife's Mercedes away from her for tomorrow, and I'm going to work on it tomorrow. Now this truck is, I feel she can drive to work safely in this truck. Thanks for watching my videos. Don't forget to subscribe for more very interesting do-it-yourself stuff. And I just want to take some of this stuff that I learned throughout the years and put them on videos and share it with other people. And share it with myself, because a lot of things I do, I put on here so that in the future, if I tackle the same problem again, I can refer back and say, oh shit, yeah, that's how I did that. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rapping. Thank you very much for watching my video. I appreciate y'all, and I'm kind of having fun doing this. And please like and subscribe and blah 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 blah. Tell all your friends. Thank you.